Let me say something that might hurt your gym ego a little bit. You think doing more reps until failure makes you strong? You chase that burn, that shake, that last ugly rep like it is the holy grail. But here is the truth. Movement does not equal real strength. You see guys banging out 20 push-ups with half range, hips sagging, neck doing its own workout. Looks intense, feels intense. But take that same guy and ask him to hold a perfect push-up halfway down for 30 seconds. Suddenly, he is shaking like he just saw his ex with a new boyfriend. Real strength is not about how many times you can move. It is about how much tension you can control and sustain. Think about it. Greek warriors were not doing high-rep burpees. Special forces are not chasing pump selfies. They train to hold positions under stress, to stay locked in when the body wants to quit. That is strength you can use in real life. And here is where it gets interesting for you. When your body learns to hold tension, everything changes. Your posture improves. Your joints feel more stable. Even your basic movements become more efficient. And yes, your body starts burning more fat because stronger muscles demand more energy even when you are resting. So here's the simple formula. 5 hold exercises, 10 minutes, 3 times a week. No fancy machines, no endless cardio. Just you versus gravity and your ability to stay locked in. Sounds easy. It is not. But if you do this right, you will not just look stronger. You will actually be stronger. All right, let us start with something that looks simple but will absolutely humble you. The wall sit. Yeah, that exercise you probably ignored because it does not look impressive. Turns out, it is one of the most honest tests of lower body strength. You slide your back against the wall, step your feet forward, and drop down until your thighs are perfectly parallel to the ground. Not close enough. Not almost. Clean 90 degrees. Then you hold. Now here is what makes this different. There are no reps, which means there is no rest. From the second you hit that position, your quads, glutes, and hamstrings are under constant tension. No momentum, no bouncing, no cheating your way through like those half squats you see every day. And yes, people still try to cheat. They slowly rise up a few inches when it gets hard, hoping nobody notices. Trust me, your muscles notice. Stay down, push through your heels, and keep your back pressed flat against the wall. Around 20 seconds, your legs start shaking. That is not weakness. That is your body recruiting more muscle fibers, firing everything it has to keep you in position. This is where real strength is built. Start with 20 seconds, own it, then build to 30, then 60. No movement, just control. Now, let us move to the exercise that exposes your real pushing strength. The isometric push-up hold. And no, not at the top where you can relax, and not at the bottom where you can bounce. Right in the middle, the most uncomfortable spot, the exact place where you usually fail. You lower yourself halfway down and stop. Freeze. No movement, no shortcuts. Just hold that position while your chest, shoulders, and triceps fight to keep you from collapsing. This is your sticking point, the weak link in your push-up chain. And here is the mistake most people make. They keep doing more reps, hoping strength will magically appear. But every time they reach that weak point, they fail the same way. Nothing changes. When you hold at that position, everything changes. There is no momentum to help you. Your muscles have to generate and maintain pure tension. You are training your body to stay strong exactly where it used to give up. You will start shaking. Your arms will burn. Your brain will tell you to quit early. That is the moment you are actually getting stronger. And here is the payoff. When you go back to regular push-ups, that mid-range feels easier, more stable, more controlled. So instead of avoiding your weakest point, you attack it directly. Hold 15 to 30 seconds. Stay tight. No sagging. Train your weakness, and strength comes faster. All right, now we get to the most misunderstood exercise in the gym, the plank. Everyone thinks they are doing it right. Most people are just surviving it. You see it all the time. Someone drops into a plank, elbows down, then just hangs there, hips sagging, lower back taking all the pressure, eyes locked on the timer like it will save them. They last a minute and feel proud. Reality check. That was not a plank. That was a waiting game. Here is the truth. A real plank is not about how long you can stay there. It is about how much tension you can create and control. Big difference. When done correctly, the plank is full body stability, not just abs. You brace your core like someone is about to punch you. You squeeze your glutes hard to keep your hips from dropping. Your body stays in a straight line from head to heels. Everything is tight. Everything is working together. Now here is where it gets real. If you are doing this right, 30 seconds will feel harder than your old 2-minute plank because now you are actually using your muscles, not just hanging on your joints. And this is the key insight. Stability is the foundation of every movement. If your core cannot hold you steady, everything else becomes weaker. So stop chasing time. Focus on quality. Tight, controlled, intentional. That is real strength. Now let us talk about the exercise most people ignore, but desperately need. The Superman hold. Especially if you spend hours sitting, hunched over your phone or laptop like a human ? Think about your daily posture. Head forward, shoulders rounded, glutes asleep, lower back doing nothing. You are literally training your body to be weak all day. Then you walk into the gym and expect your back to perform like a superhero. That is not how it works. This is where the Superman hold comes in. You lie face down, arms extended forward, legs straight behind you. Then you lift both your arms and legs off the ground and hold. No swinging, no rushing. Just controlled tension. What you are targeting here is your entire posterior chain. Your lower back, glutes, hamstrings, and even your upper back are all working together. This is the system that keeps your posture strong and your body balanced. Now here is the mistake. People just throw their limbs up and drop them after a second. That is not training. You need to lift with control and hold with intent. Squeeze your glutes, tighten your lower back, and reach your arms forward like you are stretching your body longer. And here is the insight. If your posture is weak, your pulling strength will always suffer. Rows, pull-ups, everything feels harder. Fix the back, and everything else improves. This is not just an exercise. This is your reset button. Now we get to the move that crushes egos fast, the pull-up hold. And yeah, if you cannot do a single pull-up yet, this is exactly where you start. Most people attack pull-ups from the bottom. They jump, they swing, they use momentum like it is their best friend. They get their chin over the bar for half a second and call it a rep. That is not strength. That is survival with style. Here is the smarter way. You start at the top, chin over the bar, chest up, shoulders pulled down and back. Then you hold. No swinging, no kicking, no shortcuts, just you and gravity. This position forces your lats, biceps, and grip to work together under full tension. Everything is locked in. You either hold it or you drop. There is no middle ground. Now, if you cannot get there on your own, that is fine. Use a box to step up into position, or start with a dead hang to build grip strength and shoulder stability. You always have an entry point. Here is the key insight. Most people think strength is built from the bottom because that is where the movement starts. But real strength is built at the top, where you must control your entire body without momentum. Hold for 10 to 30 seconds. Stay tight, no drifting. Train the hardest position, and everything else becomes easier. All right, now let me make this simple so you actually follow it. This is your full routine. No confusion, no overthinking. Start with the wall sit. 3 sets, 30 to 60 seconds. Thighs parallel. Push through your heels. Stay locked in. This builds your lower body foundation. Then plank. 3 sets, 30 to 60 seconds. Brace your core. Squeeze your glutes. Keep your body straight. If it looks easy, you are doing it wrong. Next, Superman hold. 3 sets, 20 to 30 seconds. Lift arms and legs. Create tension from head to toe. This fixes your posture and strengthens your back. Then, isometric push-up hold. 3 sets, 15 to 30 seconds in the middle position. No bouncing, no shortcuts. This builds real pressing strength. Finish with a pull-up hold. 3 sets, 10 to 30 seconds at the top. Use a box or start with a dead hang if needed. Do this 3 times a week. Each session takes about 20 to 25 minutes. That is it. Simple system. Real results. All right, let us talk results, because I know that is what you care about. After about 2 weeks, the first thing you notice is your posture. You stand a little taller without trying. Your shoulders stop collapsing forward. That constant tightness in your lower back starts to fade. Nothing crazy yet, but you feel the difference. By week 4, things level up. Movements that used to feel awkward now feel smooth. Push-ups feel more controlled. Squats feel more stable. Even daily stuff like walking or carrying things feels easier. Your strength is not just increasing, it is becoming usable. Now hit 8 weeks, and this is where it shows. Your body looks tighter. Your core looks more defined. That stubborn belly fat starts to drop, not because you did endless cardio, but because your body is now stronger and more efficient. And here is the real insight. Strength does not always come from movement. Sometimes it comes from stillness, from holding tension when everything in you wants to quit. So let us wrap this up in a way you cannot ignore. Isometric training is not just another trend you try for a week and forget. This is how you build real strength. Not just looking strong in the mirror under good lighting, but actually being strong when it matters. You improve your posture without constantly reminding yourself to stand straight. You increase control over your body so every movement feels stable and intentional. You stop leaking energy through weak positions and start holding power where most people collapse. And here is the difference that separates this from everything else you have tried. You are not just chasing a pump or sweating for the sake of it. Your body becomes tighter, more defined, and yes, you start losing fat, not because you did endless cardio, but because stronger muscles demand more energy even when you are resting. That is the message. When you get stronger, your body works for you all the time, even when you sleep. 5 holds. 1 system. Full body strength.